Full disclosure to anybody who is about to answer the prediction. This is an entirely new installation of Windows. So, if you answer yes, you're being very, very brave. I believe I've sent out the notification. I don't actually know. I can't really see anything. Apparently, it didn't connect, but it did because it's here. So, I don't know where that puts us. Casually pop into my Discord to see if the event went out. I think it did, but I don't fucking know. It did. Okay. Hello, Hydra. Welcome. And congratulations on being first. I think you can hear me. You can probably hear me. That's about as good as I've got at the moment. Things are wacky. At least that still works. Although 7TV took a very long time to answer that emote request. That was like 8 seconds. But that's okay. The cache isn't here yet. So we just gotta get the cache going. But yes. Everything is kind of wacky. Shit is broken. It's probably a good thing nobody answered the prediction because this is an entirely new installation of Windows. And I have in front of me 2 microphones because I don't know which one of them is connected to OBS. It does mean that the face tracking is probably not going to work, though. Okay. You always hit me with the face palming guy, but I literally reinstalled Windows. So, like, everything is broken. And before you say reinstalling Windows doesn't change which microphone works, actually it did. And I have no idea why. When that lightning struck, it fucked up my front panel I/O, which it turns out actually wasn't even my front panel I/O. It is the lighting buttons, and the lighting buttons only, causing all of the issues. So, front panel I/O kind of works. The USB-C doesn't work. And I don't know why. But more than that, right? The microphones don't work. And I don't know why. The Shure MV6, right? Which I think is the microphone that's active right now, stopped working on the previous install of Windows, but did work on a Windows To Go and on other computers. I tried reinstalling the software. It didn't work. I have no idea why the microphone doesn't work. The microphone works. It doesn't work on that installation of Windows. And no matter what I did, I couldn't get it to work. So I fully reinstalled Windows. This is an entirely new installation. I say that like anything changed for you. That's the same old, it's the same installation running the relay, but the local installation is entirely new. Also, you pinned skill issue. Crazy. What's up, Ant? But yeah, shit is whack. It doesn't work very well. For some reason, it says that the Discord tab is sending notification audio, but it's not. Nearly all of my software is portable now because I keep getting tired of having to reinstall everything. even the OBS I was going to use to stream, which I haven't actually started yet, is also portably installed. Is that a good idea? I don't fucking know. Don't ask me. But yes, there's all of that. It is a mess. Everything is a mess. And also the speech to text transcription doesn't work because it's not installed. Because that isn't installed in local app data, and I haven't moved over the other one because I can only connect one of the two drives at once. Because the other USB-C port doesn't work, and I don't have any cables capable of being fast enough with USB-C. Oh, the misery. Does that still work? Yes. All right, let's get some models. Hit no to this prompt because it doesn't work. And audio WinForms isn't present. What? We're just gonna ignore the problem. We're gonna download small English 0.42. 015. Good enough. Okay. Theoretically, it should be doing speech recognition pretty soon. If you missed it before, the closet is unavailable because it isn't present. I need the microphone. Also, for some reason, it doesn't seem like the speech to text subsystem is working. Hold on. We can make it work. If we do this. All right, that should force it to load. 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 I don't know if it works. It might be a little fucked. I am running out of ideas on how to force it to load. I could just restart Coalescence. It would probably work. We might have to do that. All right. All right. Yeah, we have to reload. Okay. We'll restart Coalescence. Oh dear. I actually can't open YouTube chat. Wild. Hey, XI. Am I even connected to the internet anymore? I'm seeing extremely piss poor speeds. Holy shit. Stream's fine. Are you sure? I'm seeing atrocious internet speed. Probably some of the worst I've ever seen. Literally, Diero is asking me for money and it's not even working. Like the page isn't even loading and it's a locally installed web page. The YouTube pop-out chat failed. It is asking me for money again. And it's still refusing to load. This is actually kind of funny. They can't paywall me if it doesn't load. I don't even think it's attempting to load. Huh. I might just have to disable Diero. Or is it just that Firefox can barely handle? I don't know. See, I have Firefox installed portably, which honestly in the long run might not be a good idea. We might install Firefox proper. What is happening? It just attempted to open portable apps and failed. Okay, let's install Firefox. Okay, shit is absolutely boofed. All right, we're gonna have to actually use. We're gonna have to use Microsoft Good. It's actually that bad. Wait, even Edge is failing. I can't even get to my DNS server. Okay, I need to turn this off. But I can't even load about extensions. What is happening? Shit, like nothing is working. My entire computer is reeling. Which is weird because there's almost no activity on it. I'm not even sending video. Like, OBS isn't even running locally. I have Ferdium running and that's it. And it's running YouTube chat and Twitch chat. Chat legitimately, I might have to just kill Firefox. All right. I don't have any chat. I think that mayhaps Firefox is not capable of being run portably cleanly. I guess I have the on stream chat, but if people are talking in YouTube chat, I can't see it. It's taking a long time to read this. It's weird because like even the disc isn't hot or anything. It's weird that it's like overloaded. I think the crazy thing is that Firefox has so much memory usage and still caches so much to the disk. Okay. I don't think I copied it to the right folder. This is also not the right folder. Okay, none of those are the right folder. Okay. To the power of trying it many times, we have it in the right folder. And Firefox is a lot faster now that it is not being put into the box of a portable apps installation. Although it's still struggling to connect to accounts.google.com, which is not a good sign. Especially considering that I'm using regular DNS. Actually, it's even worse a sign because I'm using Google DNS and it's struggling to connect to itself. Okay, something is really a problem. It's taking a long time to answer some of these requests. Which I could understand if I was routing through New York, but these are direct connections. They're not even being filtered through my DNS. Why is my stream preview not able to load? Okay. The YouTube chat is bound, even if YouTube as a stream is not working for some reason. It is bound, and that's better than we had before. Here we go. We'll see if anything works. It will probably not. Oh, VTube Studio's microphone input is wrong. I think I changed which stream was each one. That and it probably got deleted when I connected through RDP, which by default disconnects all audio devices, which is just grand. We love that. We love that. Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells. Alright, it should be this one, I think. There we go. Okay. But yes, things are. They certainly are. That is one of the things that they are. I don't think that the speech to text system works. I can probably make it more likely to work. We'll see if this convinces it to be good. I don't think it will, but oh hey, it did. All right. Not gonna lie, I'm like really EP. I'm like really if you. But yeah, I'm pretty tired. It's been a lot of fixing shit over the past few days. Oh, I need to reply. Just realized I never replied to little D-Goon. Alright, let's see. Chat. I think they might be becoming too powerful. You can never trust. Well, I've accidentally opened a thing. Cinema. You can never trust people who have too much power. And I think that there are people who have too much power. You see, I'm sitting here stalling, trying to. Oh, it works. Hold on. Okay. There are people who have too much power. And when they associate, you can never be quite sure what the result of such association will be. And I'm just saying, chat, they've been in there for a while. They could be becoming too powerful. I'm trying to think of if there's anything else I need to do in this installation. In this insulation. I mean, I probably should download the good model for voice recognition. I mean, I guess after all, the installation for the host computer is actually pretty simple. There's not a whole lot is running on this. We have VB Audio Matrix and Phoebe Audio Matrix, and OBS, and that's essentially it. Although we do have a slight issue. You see, there's an issue of license. Essentially, the VB Audio Matrix licensing type has changed, I guess, and they moved up to the H stream of licenses. And the problem with that is that I had a license for VB Audio Matrix with the G license. And I now need to go ask them to give me a regen so that I can continue to use VB Audio Matrix. And it's probably going to be a while for the answer. I mean, nowhere near as long until the trial will end, but I just wanted to get it squared away, really. Get it over with. Okay, so they sent a confirmation they received the message, which is nice. Because the first time I emailed them, they didn't receive it on account of me sending it to the wrong place. Nope, that was Vija. Never mind. Either way, confirmation is nice. Hmm. I'm like really struggling to stay awake. It's funny, but I have to make my I have to make the time requirement, you know? I can't break the stream streak. That would be sacrilegious. It feels weird having a Windows installation. It is only 100 gigabytes total. Huh. Hmm. It's also that the Windows drive is quite large. Oh, I'm gonna have to reinstall FL Studio and IK Product Manager. Ah, shit. I mean, we could start doing that. I'll install IK first. Damn, IK isn't answering either. I guess it's getting the fan audio. That's why my mouth is moving like that. Yep. IK Multimedia is barely able to respond. All right. I don't know why I suddenly got hit with the big EP. All right, it's time to install garbage, really. I need sample tank and photo base and moto drum, I think. God, even IK Multimedia Product Manager can't open. My DNS requests are just failing, which is weird because the override rule to make everything run through my local DNS server is off. And my local DNS server isn't even the default resolver for Windows. So I don't know why it's struggling so much. Hey, Kamicho. What am I up to? I'm installing IK Product Manager. It's not quite too interesting, unfortunately. Um, I'm probably gonna need to ask them to unauthorize all of my software. I have a bunch of old installs. Is my CPU fucked? Um, it's not 100% clear. So it seems to be that the actual problem with the whole USB thing was actually the front panel I/O lighting buttons. Because the ports do work. The 3.1 port is for some reason not working, but I have no idea, man. I have no idea. Yeah, I feel like I'm drying out, which is weird considering that I've been drinking a lot of water today. You've seen faulty ports overload the I/O on the chipset side. Yeah, it's just weird that the case is what failed from the surge. Take care. Gonna go back to sleep. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Good night. All right. Now we get to the funny part. The funny part where we install sample tank for fucking 2 years. Okay. Now the problem is we have to install all the content. All right. Where is the sample tank sounds at? Hmm. Why can I not run sample tank um standalone? Hmm. Hmm. Mm, I'm not sure where I want to install sounds to. I know I want to specifically install far less sounds, especially since you cannot uninstall them. Um, all right, we're downloading Miroslav Philharmonic 2. Somebody needs to see or like find out who Phil is, how he's harmonic. I might have to do more ibuprofen today. Starting to have headaches again. To be fair, it has been relatively stressful trying to get everything back up and running, especially with the pressure of my stream streak. You know, I got to keep that going. Should probably download FL Studio too. You know, I wonder how much smaller the FL Studio installer could be if they didn't bundle all the sounds with it. It's a lot of WAV files. So if they didn't bundle a bunch of WAV files with it, just how small would the installer actually be? Make it an optional download because I've never used any of these. Only 50% on Philharmonic. Okay, FL Studio is installed. It's installed locally, which is different than I usually do. But I'm just not going to install so many sounds from IK. I already have almost 100 gigabytes. But I think I won't need too many because most of the stuff that I use is just like generic stuff. Wild that I filtered to not installed and it's still showing me things that were installed. Wait, I don't want this. Okay. Chat, we might do another one of those things that I do periodically. Also, hello, hello Moda, how are you doing? Yeah, it is pretty late here too. It is very late. Actually, it's 11:48 p.m. here too, but like, that's pretty late, you know? It's EP time, that's for certain. I'm also like pretty sure I said that a while ago. Is it set to slow? No, it's not so low latency. Are you subbed? Thank you for subbing. Sorry, I'm a little tired today. We're just installing software. I've spent the entire day working on my computer, trying to get everything up to date and good to go. Um, it's just kind of how that goes sometimes. Sometimes it takes a long time, and it did. So yeah. Are you also a VTuber on Twitch? Nice. What's your channel? Killer 97. Oh, nice. All right, I dropped you a follow. But yeah, it is rough to start out on Twitch and YouTube. You really do have to just blast videos constantly. Actually, I think I missed my upload slot for yesterday, but oh well. That's okay. Sometimes you forget to do the thing. Going to the beach tomorrow? Nice. Been a while since I've been to the beach. It's been like 8 years. It's been a while since I've been to the beach. TikTok, it's easy to get viewers. Um, in my opinion, TikTok was easy when I first started using it. It's kind of fallen off. I mean, to be fair, I don't do the kind of, you know, I don't clip farm, right? Like I don't say, you know, lewd things or something to get views and stuff. So it has kind of fallen off a little bit. I'm also just not very consistent with my uploads. I never have been. Um, and I have a tendency to clip dump, where I have all of my clips edited and stuff, and I just drop it all at once, which probably gets me suppressed on both YouTube and Twitch or in TikTok. But oh well. I mean, I'm not super interested in the numbers. It's just because it's fun, and I mean, it gives me something to do. I'm very unemployed, so it's exciting to be able to talk to chat while I do dumb shit. I just kind of wish that the dumb shit we were doing right now would be palworld, but unfortunately, the cards did not fall that way. Palworld has evaded me today, at least until Kagurazaka Nya can update the palworld Docker server. On this YouTube channel back in 2014, I had 300,000 subs on YouTube until I deleted that channel. Then I restarted it. Huh. So you were back in like when YouTube was starting out. I mean, I guess it had been a few years, but it's early YouTube. Pretty nice though. Yeah. Let's see. That puts you late 2020 or not 2021, 2001 then, doesn't it? That means your birthday is pretty soon, doesn't it? You used to troll on Roblox. I mean, that is the type of content that was doing really well back then. That makes sense. Now I wonder how well that content would do. Like using admin commands like hacking. Yeah. Gotta get your exploits. Yep. What you gotta do is you gotta bribe the developer. That's how you really get crazy with it. I made myself co-owner of games so admins couldn't ban me. Yeah. Looks like Miroslav Philharmonic is almost done. We're downloading the last file at the moment. And we have Sample Tank CS, which is 4 gigabytes, and then Sample Tank Force SE, which is, I want to say 80, but I can't remember. We're downloading Sample Tank CS now. What's Blurb? Oh, I've been looking. I've been looking at the YouTube chat. But yes, thank you for the 200 bits. I had the YouTube chat open. Sorry, I don't have audio like alerts right now because I don't have my system set up. But yeah, Blurp is it's a tool you can use to send bits to play sounds. And I don't know if it works. I won't be able to hear it, but it might be audible on stream. I guess I could just test it. Yeah, let's just go. Let's just test it. That's a thing I can do. Let's do it. Blur. We'll play Samsung notification. I don't think that went through. Here we go. I mean, we have a selection of sounds already loaded in. Did it come through on the stream? I don't actually have a way to hear it. I've been blurped. No. Why is the Among Us 136? Why is it so specific? The rest of them, except for Riz, are all loaded into, I guess, and the Skull Trumpet. They're all loaded to 5 boundaries. Can't sleep. I'm exactly the opposite problem. I'm so tired. Read for like an hour. Yeah. Typically what I do when I'm like trying to go to sleep is I just put on some YouTube. And it's better the more boring the content you put on is. And that's just a really easy way to fall asleep. My VTuber is a Spartan, by the way. Yeah, I saw. It's a cool model. They love her for my arms don't track. Yeah. Typically, the 3D or the 2D models don't have hand tracking because it's a lot harder to do than a 3D model. It takes a lot more work and expertise to make that look good and also work. I paid for 3D. Wait, was it a 3D model? I thought it was a 2D model. Yeah, no, that's 100% a 2D model. It's 3D? What's the file extension on the model? Yeah, no problem. Because I mean, this model right here is 2D. Judy. These captions are atrocious. To be fair, I'm using the fast one. Um, but yeah, no, this model is 2D. And I can turn my head and everything. It looks pretty good, but it's not 3D. Now, if you're wondering, what does 3D look like? Well, have I got the... that's not the right one. Um, have I got the treat for you? Because I have that capability. Is the is the tracking not on? Why is she T-posing? Oh, because Vignon crashed a long time ago. One moment. Vignon died a long time ago. I have a 4K PC, but it loads so slow. Yeah, you need to have your main SSD. It has to be an SSD. Ideally NVMe. Wait, what? Error listening on port VMC port 3993. Well, it works. But yeah, no, this model is fully 3D. I can turn all the way around. I can go crazy. I can have an off-angle camera. I can be over here. Um, I can do anything. If I had Vignon installed locally, I could do hand tracking too, but I don't. So that's awkward. Also, I don't have a USB-C port open, so I can't. What was I looking for again? The extension of the file. because there's only one extension for a 3D model. Well, that's not technically true, but it's not. It's not Mach 3. Mach 3 is live 2D. Generally, live 2D models will have like a component of being 3D, but you can tell because kind of like the way that whenever you lean in, you like get a little bit larger instead of it being like an actual perspective thing. Is kind of like one of the ways you can tell. The other way that you can tell is that you're using VTube Studio, and VTube Studio is not a 3D VTubing app. Which, I mean, having a 2D model is not like bad. It's just not 3D. Yeah. I spend most of my time as the 2D models. You know what? Let's do random name change. Let's see. Your message failed to send. Random name change. Is it random model change? It is. Okay. Either that or it did work and I just did it again. Anyway, I'm custom 3 now, which is a model I never named. So that's awkward. I am scared, as you should be. I am the scariest person you'll ever meet. I guess. I'm so scary. Whenever I go to buy some candy, I buy right Twix. And there's nothing more degenerate and scary than that. Nothing more more to January. Oh dear. The fan favorite model is Gremlin, by the way. Gremlin time. That's right. I'm small or large. We don't have a quarter for reference. And I'm also very green. I buy Almond Joys. I don't think I've ever had an Almond Joy. Beat that. I mean, left Twix beats everything. Left Twitch. The almonds, the horror. The closest I've ever had to having an Almond Joy is that I bought almond milk. That's it. That's all I've done. You disgust me, almond milk. If it makes you feel any better, I didn't end up drinking it. I have a habit of if I don't have like I have a fridge up here. Um and I put like my apples and shit in it. But um if I don't see it, I just forget about it. How do I get my stuff back? Yeah. Oh, I should probably mention, um, we do have a particularly um intensive chat filter here. There are three common, well, not not common. There are three words you can't say here, right? You can't say the J word. You can't be saying that to an unemployed guy. You can't say two programming languages. You can't say the one used on the internet. And the one that's named after a snake. If you say either of them, my chat filter will kill you. It will blast you with the ICBM of being banned. Intercontinental banned message. That's that's dumb. Um, yeah. If you say the web programming language or the snake one, it will annihilate you. So there is your fair warning. Also, pretty sure the Vango bus is still on the list. Can I say I hate what I do for a living? I'm alright with that. As long as you don't say the J word. Wait, there's one more. If you say 6-7, it will also ban you. Hate that meme by the way you just said it. Well, I'm allowed to say it because I can't be banned. So I'm allowed to break my rules as much as I want. You, on the other hand, if you subtract 30 from the number in your username, we will have a problem. Wait, that's actually kind of a genius idea. You put you put 6-7 in your username, right? And you try to get people in the chat to mention you to get them banned. Wait a minute, this is a great idea. Literally a trap. That's awesome. But yeah, I was gonna say something. I forgot what it was. I'm gonna go destroy some chatters. Yes, I should probably check it. So it's been a little bit since I checked. Okay, we're fine. I like to periodically pop in to check the unban requests because we did have somebody um get blasted by the filter and then I didn't notice they got blasted. And it was like 2 weeks that they were banned. I should mention the bans are permanent by default. But that's just because I haven't implemented leniency. It's kind of funnier this way, honestly. Sure. If I'm with a homie and he breaks the rules? Well, if you mean like if you mean like streaming together, that is a complicated answer. Well, that delay. Yeah, I mean I think the delay is probably like 3 or 4 seconds right now. So here's the deal. If somebody is banned from either streamer's chat in shared chat, they are unable to chat in either chat. They get banned from both, although from the guest's chat temporarily instead of permanently. Ah, there's the bots. Plated domicile. An orange monster. Good riddance. Literally. Yep. They are the reason that I implemented the auto moderator. And then we thought it would be really funny to add a bunch of regular words into it. And it has been funny every time. But yeah, no. The original reason I made those is because of all of the bots that come in and they're like, "Oh, you want to buy viewers?" No, the fuck I don't. Die. Yeah, we don't take too kindly to clankers around here. We don't take too kindly to clam crews. Crazy. Yeah. Is this the point at which I advertise the software I made? It isn't free. You could probably, if you're just looking to kill the bots, you could probably find a free solution. Tom Dudes, yes. Yep. Yeah. It's hard to find a job nowadays, but you can't say the J word. So, by giving him money whether he likes it or not. Unconsensual donation is a new one. Hit them with the surprise money. You bought him a PC. Nice. I mean, that is incredibly generous, especially considering the prices nowadays. Fucking processor goes like $700. Crazy. Back when we had the power surge that took my computer out, I was really worried that my processor was going to be the problem. 2 years ago, I mean, it was still high. Um, But yeah, I was really worried that my processor was going to be the problem because if it is, I don't actually have a way to like fix that. Like I can't just buy a new processor. So I'd have had to go to my laptop to stream. Luckily, I got very lucky that the problem was actually my case and not the processor, which is very strange and symptoms I have never seen in my time computing. But you know, there's always a first, and it was pretty interesting that that's what went wrong. Um, I did have to reinstall Windows though, which was weird. Um, which is actually why the stream is kind of fucked today. Is that I don't actually have everything ready. Um, I mean, I could still probably stream, but I have also hit an insane low energy. I'm very EP. Um, but yeah. A 64 gigabytes RAM, 2.5 terabytes of SSD, 3.9 gigahertz CPU, and 32 gigabytes of graphics. 32 gigabytes of VRAM is crazy. I don't even think that many applications can use 32 gigabytes of VRAM. That's like only AI workloads that use that. Plus more. Damn. That is the Battle Station PC. I play Star Citizen, that'll do it. That will do it. Do I play it? No, I don't. I don't even think I could afford to get into it. That's the one where you have to like buy your ship, isn't it? I know that they have cheap ones, but it's probably gonna be a shit ship, let's be real. It's probably have your ship was hero. These captions are amazing. No? What am I thinking of? Isn't Star Citizen made by Peter Molyneux? Start with one when you buy the game? I see. Hold on, I have to see if Star Citizen is Peter Molyneux. I need to know now. Chris Roberts. Ah, I want to say that there was a reason. There was. Hold on. Peter Molyneux. Uh, no, but Chris Roberts is also um considered to be a Molyneux type. Do I need more RAM? No. I have 64 gigabytes. I think I'll be alright for now. I mean, I could. Did my microphone fall over? Um, I could use a little bit of RAM for the server, but I don't think I actually need it at the moment. Take my RAM. Nah, I'll be fine. RAM is crazy expensive. I should have bought it back like so I had the opportunity to buy memory like 2 years ago at it was 20 gigabytes or $20 for a 16 gigabyte DDR3 DIM and or DDR4 DIM, and my dumbass didn't take that. I mean, to be fair, the prices of memory hadn't absolutely fucking soared yet, but um, I had the opportunity and I didn't take it. And now those same 16 gigabyte DIMMs are now $100 each. They're 5 times as expensive. And I'm like, well, never buying RAM again. This is all I need. Let's have, 192 gig, which sounds like a lot, but actually the server can have up to 3 terabytes. So I don't know where we stand on that, but you know, yeah, AI bots suck. One day they'll make an ASIC for it though, so it's the same thing they did with crypto. Like everything was crazy, crazy expensive with crypto, and then they made an ASIC, which made that GPUs are now, not the important one. You know, if you're not using an ASIC, you're losing. So I think that people will do the same for like AI. We'll have an ASIC for Torch and TensorFlow or something. Um, and then it'll kind of recover, I think. At least hopefully. The hard part is that ASIC has to have a shit ton of memory. How many games do I have? That is a difficult question to answer. I recognize that that's not a satisfying answer, but legitimately, I have no idea. Got 850 something on Xbox. I think I have somewhere on the order of 1700. Which sounds really flashy, but a lot of them are shovelware from Steam. Because I used to buy the 50 cheapest games on Steam every year. I'm a better gamer. I don't know about that. I just have games. And half of them aren't even on Steam. A lot of them are on Amazon because they give you free shit if you have Prime. And then Epic Games because they give you free shit even if you don't have Prime. VR headsets, I do have one. I actually played. I played um, Zero Caliber VR on stream a couple weeks back. It was really fun, and I chose my 3D model because I was like, oh, I'll look super cool because like it's a milsim game, so I'm like, oh, I'll look like I have my gun out. I don't think I looked cool for a single frame of the entire stream. Played Skyrim VR. Yeah, that was one of the things I want to do is crowd control in Skyrim VR. No idea how that's gonna go. Probably poorly, but I don't have crowd control, so we'll figure that out when we get there. I had another thing that I wanted to do, which was crowd control, um, with a game I've never played before and try to speedrun it. Played Skyrim for too long, yeah. It's a game that's easy. If you have a lot of mods, it's easy to get super wacky with it. But my ADHD is too powerful for Skyrim. If the, you have a little mod. Oh dear. Is it the same mod I'm thinking of? I have ADHD, autism, PTSD, and depression. Yeah. I have like 8 mods. Huh. I usually play with like fucking 400 mods. I was gonna do VR Skyrim, but with a ton of mods installed, but Slimecicle already did that. I mean, not to say that I can't do it too. You know, just because somebody else did something doesn't mean that you should never try it. It's just I don't think I could be funnier than him. A lot of the reason that I'm like this is Slimecicle. You know, the reason I have an affinity for wordplay is because of Slimecicle. Wanted a more fleshed out Serena and default Skyrim. Yeah, I just have like the 400 followers mod that makes the game crash every 10 minutes. Um, Tons of weapons. You got to take explosive arrows. It's just a classic. Um, just a ton of wacky things. Always fun. She's a baddie with a baggie. Yeah. All right. I might have to call it here actually, because I am struggling to stay awake. Oh, somebody. Well, yeah, no, they're not still here. Okay. Well, hello, Metal Shadow Mario. If you see this later, or if you are still here and YouTube has lied to me, um, hello. But I am going to call it here. If you ever want to play a game, just let me know. Yeah, sure. And if you want to join my Discord, there's the link. We do have join applications on, so don't be surprised if it asks you questions and then doesn't immediately let you through. I do have to manually approve them. It doesn't notify me, so it might be a while. And it's not gonna be like a week. It'll be a couple days maybe. If we're really unlucky. But I try to check every day, just to make sure. What's the longest I've ever taken to reply? Suppose I don't know. Oh well. But let's find somebody to raid. Normally I would go for a smaller creator, but actually no. They only have 83 followers. I think they were further than that. I still can't hear anything. That's because Windows put my output as the fucking microphone. I still can't hear anything. Oh, the misery. Chad, I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know why I don't hear anything. Crazy funny message. Why do I not hear anything? No. Not like this. God damn it. Oh my god. Do you know why I can't hear anything? It's because I'm watching a muted stream. Chat. Oh. That's not good. Okay. Our raid target has disabled raids. We need to find a new target. It's okay. We have a backup. He's playing Warframe. But I have raided this guy before, and he's super cool. So, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a great day. We're going to raid Muffin for Men, who is playing Warframe. And I just connected for the stream. That's awkward. I don't play Warframe, so I have no idea what he's doing. But yeah, everybody, thank you again. Motokiller, thank you for stopping by. And I will see everybody next time. Bye-bye. Oh, wait, our raid message. Here's our raid message. It'll be really awkward because I think last time we raided him, I was a Saria VT. So, we'll see how we go. Everybody, thank you again. See you.